offering my humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagawan, loving Sairams, and a warm welcome to one and all on this auspicious occasion of Malleshwaram Samithi 57th anniversary and also celebrating 93rd birthday of our beloved Bhagawan, Sri Sathya Sai Baba. The auspicious Kartika Masam, the birth month of our beloved Lord, also coinciding with the Mahila Day celebrations, we seek Bhagavan's grace and love, invoke our beloved Lord's blessings on each one of us and who are assembled here. Without taking much time of yours, today we are blessed and privileged to have Srimati Nooshin MEHRABANI with us. We welcome our chief guest and the speaker for the day to our Samithi. Let's give a long round of applause and invite her. Thanks, ma'am, for coming all the way, taking your precious time and joining us here for the wonderful evening. Request you to please again welcome Mrs. Nooshin MEHRABANI. And she was born in Iran and worked in as a reporter for Iranian national television. She continued her career with the Iranian TV after moving to Los Angeles, USA. Since 1991, when she first heard about our beloved Bhagawan Baba, she has made many trips to India and has been blessed with several chances of interactions with Swami. She now lives in Puttaparthi, which she calls as her home. She has also authored the book Love and Suffering, which is up for sale there, which is a telling story of a journey to Swami of her entire experience. Now, I think I request Sri Nooshin to take this stage and request to share her wonderful experience that she had. When I met her after reading the book, and Swami, it was Swami's grace that I met her. And I asked her to come to our Samithi. She said immediately, I was praying to Bhagavan that I need to talk to Indian devotees. I've been always talking to foreign devotees all these years. Just a day before she was making her prayers to Swami, I think the same evening I reached after reading her book, because she's staying in the same building of where I bought my flat in Puttaparthi. Then I requested her. She said, yes, I'll come. Then if you read the book, you'll know what kind of experience she had with Bhagavan. So that made me to bring her, put a lot of efforts to bring her here. I think with a lot of, if you go through the book, a lot of ups and downs, and still how she can hold it to Bhagavan, tightly to his golden feet, the lotus feet. And I think she will share more about her experience for next 1 hour. Ma'am, please have your seat and share.
I offer my humble pronoun at lotus feet of Bhagawan Baba. He is a Lord of love and compassion. I'm so happy and honored to be here in holy month of November, when God descended on earth and changed so many things in our planet and in our heart. As a Muslim, being born in Iran, I never thought I'm going to become to India, I'm going to have Indian guru, or I'm going to live in India. It seems we don't know anything about our future. Swami, it was in Guru Purnima 1991. I had no idea of the life in the ashram or what is the interaction between guru and disciple and devotees. And just like a blind person came here. But one thing was good about my life then. My family were not religious. They were not Muslim, devoted Muslim. And I came very empty-handed here with Swami. It seems I was ready to receive Swami in my life. From the first time I came, even before I come here, Swami started to come to my dreams and asking me to come to India, and he said, come, I will see you. Again, I didn't have any idea. He started to make some miracles in my life. About my son, he got sick and Swami healed him and all these things. And I just wanted to come and see if there is somebody in this world does the God's power. I wanted to touch his hand to see if somebody is existing in this world like that. When I came here the first week, of course, Swami gave us the interview. I was sitting in front of him, and I don't want to talk about the book because all these stories are in the book. And the book is interesting because Swami told me I'm going to write it. It's not because I think the book belongs to me. I think the book belongs really to Swami. Anyway, the journey started then. Of course, I touched Swami's hand and all these things, but I didn't do Padnamaskar. I didn't know what was the Padnamaskar until we came out, and my friend said, how come you didn't touch Swami's feet? How come you didn't do Padnamaskar? And I said, you are telling me now, now I came to India, I'm not going to come back to India anymore. And why are you telling me now? I thought that was a one-time thing. Okay, I came and saw Sai Baba, and now I'm going back home, and that's it. And I had no reason, I thought, to come back to India. But after I went back, Swami started to come into my dream, 5 nights a week, coming to my dream. And in my dream, he started to guiding me about my life, about my eating habit, about my modesty, about my clothes, everything. He was like a personal tutor in my life. Personally, I was his project. He started to work on me. And I was ready. I didn't know I was ready. Because the second time when I came to Swami, with the people I knew, they were already devotees. And Swami came to my dream. We were in Whitefield. And Swami told me, Rama, Krishna, and I love you. That time I was not so familiar with Rama and Krishna. But he knew, my previous lifetime. What he said, it means I was with Rama, I was with Krishna, and I am also now with Baba. In another dream, Swami told me I was living in Shirdi, with Shirdi. All these background, it seems my resume suddenly became very good. And I knew Baba so well. I started to read Ramayana and Bhagavad Gita, and I had no problem. I understood everything about these books. I didn't know to ask people. I never had a question to ask about this book. What Krishna said, what Arjuna said, what was it Rama, what about Rama, Sita, everything I understood very well. Then I started to thinking about my own religion, Islam, the religion I born in. What is the difference between my religion and the Swami's teaching? I have studied Christianity, Judaism, and Zoroastrian. I study all the other religion also. Then I thought the 5 basic teaching, foundation of Swami's teaching is love, peace, truth, nonviolence, and righteousness is all basic, all the other religion also. Then I said, then what is it? Why so different? Why the devotees acting so differently from the people, they call themselves Muslim or Christian, but they do all sorts of things and they are not, it doesn't look like they know these principles. Then I find out the only reason people are different because they are not practicing. When we don't practice this teaching, then of course, is what you expect. Love, peace, truth, righteousness, nonviolence, all interconnected. We cannot practice love or peace or nonviolence, then we eat meat. we kill animals. It goes against the nonviolence. It goes against the peace. Swami is very smart. He always tells us, at least practice one thing. It's not possible to practice one thing. You have to practice all of them. This is, I find out, that was the reason behind all the chaos in the world now. And my own mission, my own hope in the world is spread these 4 sentences of Swami. There is one religion, religion of love. There is one language, language of heart. There is one caste, caste of humanity. And there is one God, and that's omnipresent God. This would cover everybody, everywhere in the world. Because look what the religion has done in the world. Not the religion, the follower of the religion. There's nothing wrong with Islam, nothing wrong with Christianity. There's something wrong with us as a follower. Ego comes between us and God. And under name of God, of course, because God, they believe is formless, they do whatever they want to do. They don't think he's omnipresent and he's watching us all the time and he's there all the time. I think if human beings, they practice these 3 characteristics of God: omnipresent, omniscience, omnipotent. These things are so important. If we believe in that, we don't need somebody else watching us. We behave, we do the right things ourselves because we know God is there. Even when Swami took that Atma God, powerful God, came in that body, avatar descended, we knew Swami knows everything. We knew he's omnipresent. Still, we go to interview room, Swami says something, and we say, Swami, I didn't do it. We say he's God, but we go against our own belief. Like I remember I was in an interview room, Swami, with one Iranian group. A young man was married, now he was going through divorce because he has beaten his wife. And Swami told him, you have beaten your wife. He said, no, Swami, I didn't do it. And his father was there, and he said, yes, 2 times, Swami. Because he was wiser, he knew Swami already know why Swami mentioned something. It means he knows everything. That was when Swami was in the body. Now we think Swami is gone again. Where is God again? We just do our own things. We brought Swami in frame of our own life. We do whatever we want to do. And Swami is also there. We love Swami, and loving Swami is the easiest thing in the world. It's not difficult. But I learned the only way we can be transformed to go the frame of Swami's teaching. We have to go follow exactly, practice the teaching. Without practicing, nothing, no transformation will happen. It doesn't matter how many books we read, write, or listen to the discourses, or singing bhajan, even though you guys sing so beautifully bhajan, I have to mention that, thank you so much. But still we won't transform. The only transformation comes when we practice. We just be honest to ourselves, we see our fault, we see what is shortcoming in our life, then we try to change. That's only the way. God never used a magic wand to transform anybody. His grace is there. We can always use His grace, but He doesn't do it forcefully by Himself, deciding, okay, I love this devotee, now I want to transform these devotees. He never does that, because we all are equal to Swami. Only us as a devotee, by our action, thought, word, and action, we can be close to Swami or distance ourselves from Swami. He is not the one distance from us. We are the one getting far from Swami or getting close to Swami. Swami is equally love everybody. He's standing in like in the center of this universe. Everybody has opportunity to get close to God. As he was coming to my dream, of course, he was telling me things, and I request you read the book, you get idea, and I have some stories when I came 12 years ago to live in Puttaparthi with Swami. So many miracles also happened that time, even after Swami left the body. Now, we think Swami is gone. Swami is not gone anywhere. He is there, only us with these two eyes, we cannot see him. But he can see us. He's there. He shows us. He's always there with us. And that's why he still comes to my dream. He tell me whatever necessarily he has to tell me, or giving me message, or just only giving me darshan is also happens. He doesn't talk, say anything, but only just giving love and darshan. For me, one of the sisters asked me if, since Swami left the body, is Puttaparthi changed? Of course it's changed. We always have this vacuum in our heart about Swami. We can never say it's the same, because we all missing his form, his beautiful form, and his love. It's very difficult when we talk about formless God and we say we understand formless God. We can feel his love. Or are we sure he hears us? He can make something different in our lives? The trust is not there as much as when we came to know God is in the form. It was so important. Me, as a Muslim, believing God is formless and it can never come in the form. It was just such a revelation for me to see, yes, I can see God in the form, not only in the form of Swami, but in any other form. Actually, I came to this conclusion: creator and creation are not separated from each other. It's the same. God put himself in every aspects of life, every form. If you are connected to the source, to that formless, if you are connected to all the forms. I was sharing the story today about my dreams, which when Pope John Paul II passed away, I was very fond of him. I prayed for him. He was in a hospital. I loved him. And he died tonight. Tomorrow, he came to my dream. There is 1 billion Christian in the world. Why Pope comes to my dream? He comes because I'm connected with the source. There is no separation between, I don't feel I'm separate from God. I really don't. I read Nisargadatta's book, I Am That. Tomorrow, he comes to my dream. He sits and talks to me. I have gained all this merit, everything in previous life. I cannot say I have done anything in this lifetime. I don't think I deserve any of this grace Swami is giving me. I only know I went through so much suffering in this lifetime. Since I was 12 years old, I lost my father, and so many challenges, and then challenges in my marriages, and all these things. But when I came to Swami, I said, Swami, if all those suffering brought me to you, I will pray to you to give me those suffering again. Because those suffering made me so close to you. I was completely aware of what's going on in my spiritual life. I was always paying attention to the inner meaning of what Swami says. Like if Swami says something in the interview room, I give you son, I give you daughter, or this or that, I knew there is inner meaning in what Swami says. I always go find out what Swami meant by this. For example, And because of that, I remember one dream I had in Iran. Swami was making phone call. I was like his secretary sitting next to him. And when he finished, I said, Swami, are you making phone call to your devotees? Are you calling your devotees? He said, yeah, sometimes I call my devotees. And then he stand up and goes, there were some Indian brothers were standing there. Swami goes to them and said, showing me to them, Swami said, this is her awakening day. I have to go and hug her. This was. Many things Swami revealed to me before or after, everything happens, everything. And I was listening, I was following, I was very serious about my spiritual life. And spiritual life is not, for me, it's not about rituals, it's not about doing things, it's about, I took the whole world as a stage to practice. Wherever Swami put me, I was in the West, I was in the East, in my country, or now I'm living in India, 12 years working in Western Canteen. I take it as a stage to practice, as a workshop. I just don't do seva with the hand or my mouth or feet or eyes. No, I believe I'm doing seva, first of all, helping myself, more than helping others, I'm helping myself, to understand. Swami never cared about the quantity of our work, how much we do. He always cares about quality. Quality, how we doing it. When I'm doing the cashiering in Western Canteen, he wants to know how I treat people. Do I treat them with love? Do I treat them with understanding, compassion, patience? Or some people, I face so many different nationalities when I work in Western Canteen. Everybody is different. Some people, they have temper. Some people, they have no tolerance, no patience. I have to be understanding and patient toward every single person. And see, Swami is testing me. I always know, wherever Swami is putting me, I know Swami is testing me. I should not take it lightly. One thing people tells me, they tell me, why you live in Puttaparthi? Swami left the body. My family, including my Sai devotees friend in the West, why Nooshin, why you are still there? You can do seva here. I said, there is one thing in Puttaparthi, is nowhere else. Remembering Swami 24 hours, all the time. There is nowhere else. There is nowhere else in the world, because the world, it has this energy of dragging us toward the, physical level and lower level of the world. And there, we talk about Swami, we hear about Swami, we read about Swami, we sing bhajan all the time, all the activity. In every houses you pass, when we had Akhanda bhajan, every houses, every apartments, you hear they're practicing bhajan for Akhanda bhajan. Where can you find this? Nowhere in the world. That's why I'm so grateful to Swami to keeping me there and helping me to practice and hopefully get liberation. As he told me, he promised me he's going to give it to me. And, I told him, Swami, I don't want only liberation, I want to merge with you. Because sometimes you get liberated, you go to heaven, then you come back again, and I don't want to play that game again. I just want to lose this individuality as a Nooshin, as a body, and go and merge with him. He told me in my dream, he said some people are very pure, nothing can make them to come back to this world anymore. He already said, like you don't want to come back even as a saint or sages. You don't want to come back as a spiritual teacher or helping God, nothing. You have no desire, not epsilon of any desire to come back to this physical level, Of course, the other side, we have no idea which level we are going to go, which planet we're going to be, how he's going to use us there, but it's up to him, Another thing Swami taught me, the importance of one-pointed devotion. It was so important, this for me. And I really practiced that. In 27 years in India, I have never gone any other ashram. I have never seen any other Amaji or Babaji. Thank you. I have been so faithful to Swami. I had a dream one time. I was in a theater, sitting, big screen, and I saw Swami. Swami's heart open. All the God and Goddess, which we know came from his heart out. They walk lively. They're walking out. Like everything is in him. If we have Swami, we don't need anybody else. It's enough. Only worship him. Only worship him. We have the whole universe then in our hand, really. It is. Only one time, when I was living in Vancouver, some Sai devotee sister, they said, Nooshin, Amma Anandamai from Kerala, hugging Amma, has come to Seattle. Let's go see her. I said, I don't need to see anybody. I'm just full of love, Swami's love. Why should I go? They said, you're working so hard. Let's go like a little holiday there. I said, okay. We sat in the car, 4 of us, each one of us from different country. We all chanting only Sai Gayatri until to go see Amma. Our attention was on Swami. We went there as some of us, we were first comer. They put us in the first row. And Amma came with, of course, beautiful smile. She's so good energy, nice. And I went toward her. She hugged me very hard and telling in my ears, my daughter, my daughter, my daughter, my daughter. After some times, and let me go and give me prasad, I went. I didn't feel any sensation. If I see Swami from 1 kilometer from here, I would shake. I get so excited. But nothing happened inside of my heart, This happened, and we stayed overnight. Tomorrow when we came back, Swami came to my dream. He was standing, I was standing next to Swami. There were other people in front of us. Then Swami talking to them about me. Telling them, whenever Nooshin asks me something, I will tell her, why don't you go to Amma? But Nooshin tells me, when I have a mother, I don't need a stepmother. I was thinking, I didn't tell this to Swami, but Swami is teaching me. How should I think? What should I think? Swami, they were all Sai devotees. They were okay for them to go. But each one of us, we are in different level of consciousness, and our relationship with Swami. We all have one Swami for ourselves. I have my own relationship with my own Swami. You have your own relationship with your own Swami. We have to make our Swami ours. I made my Swami mine, I don't know if your Swami is yours, but try to make yours, This way, I find out, Swami is telling me, you don't need to go anywhere. You just stay with me. When Swami left the body, I was, like everybody else, we were crying and things. Swami arranged it for me. Suddenly, I go to US, visit my family, because he told me so. And I had a dream. I entered in this place. It's only one is like a ground, is a room, but it's not a room because it has no ceiling, it has no walls, nothing. And furniture was clear crystal, the furniture, two couches against each other. I was sitting there and I walked in, I saw one man in front of me, and Swami was wearing orange robe with black shoes. He was wearing black shoes. In my previous experiences in my dreams, I knew when Swami wear shoes, it means don't touch my feet, no Padnamaskar. I knew that. In my dream, I knew. But when this gentleman left, I sat at Swami's feet. As soon as I sat at Swami's feet, Swami took off his shoes. He took off his shoes, he put his feet on top of each other, and he told me, hang on to my feet. He said, always hang on to my feet. Then I pray, of course, I kissed, how many minutes, I don't know. And I was praying to Swami, please, Swami, never leave me. Always stay with me, Swami, never leave me. Then, after I finished, he said, come and sit next to me. I was sitting next to Swami, and then another gentleman came in the room. Swami changed his seat, went sit opposite side, talking to the man. While he was talking, at the entrance, it was not any door or anything, somewhere. Swami's mother and father entered the room. Ishwarama came and sat next to me. Swami's father is standing next to Swami's, where Swami was sitting, his father was standing next to him. And they were talking to each other. Ishwarama first talked to me sometimes, then they were talking to each other. They wanted to make jam for Swami, some marmalade jam. They asked Swami, which jam do you like? Swami looked at me, he said, which jam do you like? Asking me. I told Swami 4 jams, which when I was young, my mother used to make, like a sour cherry, pumpkin, or strange things. Swami said, okay. I woke up. Then I went to USA. One of my Sai devotees friend, she invited me to stay with her a couple of nights. And then we talk about Swami and, funeral and everything, we talk until 2 o'clock in the morning. I went to sleep. In the morning when I woke up, she already was awake and she arranged the breakfast table. I saw in this round table, there is a round crystal plate divided by 4. 4 jams, I told Swami, is in that table. It's amazing how Swami, that's why Swami told me in the interview room, these are not dreams. I come to you myself. This is what he wanted to make sure, because I was thinking, how come? My friend making jokes, they say, Swami doesn't have time to come to our dreams because he's always coming to your dream, which is not true. Swami can go same night to everybody's dream. As everything in my conscious and subconscious become almost one. I remember when I was reading Ramayana, I had Hanumanji's dream. Big Hanuman in front of me, live Hanuman, and a little bit distance, of course. He split his chest for me, and I saw Rama, Sita, Lakshmana moving in his heart. And I was just like it was such a profound dream. When I woke up, I was, you don't feel yourself. It's like you come from another dimension when you have these profound dreams. And sometimes after this dream, I saw Swami did the same thing. He split his chest in front of me. But what I saw in Swami's chest, guess what was it? He himself was in his heart. He wanted to say everything is him, only him. Now what I feel, about a year now, I feel my heart is split open. I have this vision, and Swami is there. He's a permanent resident in my heart. if I want to talk about the experiences, I don't know how much time do I have, okay? I like to share with you my mom's experiences, because my family, none of my family were Sai devotee. None of them, they believe in Baba. They think I am idol worshiper. I worship idol. They have no idea of God. Even Indian, they don't worship idol. They see God in those idols. I try to explain it to them, but when it's not their time, they would never understand. You know, they say, you cannot push the river. When they are not ready, they are not ready. When I was here, my mom was calling me all the time from Iran and telling me why I'm not going to Iran, which is so close, and visit her. I said, Mom, I am writing a book and it's not finished yet. When the book is finished, I may, come and visit you. After I finished my book, then my mom said, you have no excuse. Now you have to come and visit me. I send you a ticket. I said, okay, let me get the permission from Swami. I wanted in the morning to write the letter and give it to Swami. When you live in Puttaparthi, your life is in his hand. You have to get a permission for everything. I said, okay, tomorrow I write a letter and ask Swami. Swami, give me permission to go and see my mom. Now my book is published, and few of them has gone to Iran already. My friends got it and took it there. And in my book, I call Swami's God. Can you imagine in Muslim country, you call somebody, a form is God. They will kill you immediately. Killing, I don't mind, but it's just torture. I cannot take it. At night, when I slept, Swami came to my dream, walking very seriously, and I was wearing a skirt and shirt, like a Western clothes. My 2 suitcases was ready in the room to travel. And Swami came, and I went to my knees. I asked Swami, I wanted to say, started to say, Swami, do I have permission to go to Iran to see my mom? And Swami didn't let me to finish my sentence. He said, no, 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 you cannot go to Iran to see your mom. I said, okay, Swami. I was afraid. And I woke up, I was sad. I was thinking, Swami always telling us, the mother is so important, and you have to just, spend some time with your parents and take care of them and all these things. Now he's telling me not to go to see your parents. My family already, they don't like Swami. Now if I tell them Swami doesn't let me to come and see you, they're going to hate him. I said, okay, Swami, this is on you. Please stop my mom to ask me to go to Iran, because I cannot constantly feel guilty, In 2 months, my mother was calling, and she never asked me to go to Iran. I said, thank God, and she's not at least asking me. One day in my kitchen, I was making salad. My cell phone, mobile, it's in the living room. It rang. I went, washed my hand, answering my phone. Nobody's on the phone. I'm just hearing Iranian news. Somebody in TV news is going on Iranian TV in Farsi. After a few seconds, somebody said, hello, yes, who is this? I'm hearing my mom's voice. I said, Mom, is that you? How are you? She said, oh, my love, she has 2 landlines. Why didn't you call my landline? Why did you call my cell phone? I said, Mom, do you have cell phone? I said, Mom, I didn't call you. My phone rang, and I just answered, and you're on the phone. She said her phone also rang in her bedroom, and her maid went, pushed the button, and giving it to my mom, and that's why I could hear the TV going on. Swami connected both of us to the number which my mom knew I don't have it. No way I could call my mom. If Swami connect me with the landline, it doesn't matter how much I insist, my mother wouldn't believe it. You know, this way, she said, then how did you call? I said, Mama, Sai Baba can do anything he wants. You don't believe it, but he's God. He can do anything he wants. She said 2 days ago, she went to one of the holy shrine in Tehran, where she lives, and she prayed to God, Allah, whatever the Muslim praying. And she said, oh God, I'm so worried about Nooshin. She lives in India. I don't know what she's doing, how she lives there. And she doesn't know the culture of people and things. But please let me know, you know, how can I, and she's not coming to see me. She said herself, she's telling me now, see, Sai Baba is connected with us because I pray. I pray to God. Now she knows some connection is there. Then again she asked me, why aren't you coming to Iran? I said, oh my God, again she's asking. I said, immediately, like Swami is asking through me. I said, Mom, do you want to see me? Why don't you come to India? If you want to see me, you come here. You will come and see me here. And she never said anything. She said, when should I come? I said, oh, now I'm nervous. I said, okay, come in month of January. It was end of almost 2008, end of 2000. I said, come in January, the weather is good, and it's not so much crowd. Come here. She said, I'll let you know. And I told her, see, you are talking 45 minutes. Swami is going to charge you because I didn't have money in my mobile, and you have to pay that money. She said, she's making joke with me. She's saying, if Sai Baba connected us, he's not going to charge me either. She's a smart lady. I said, let's see. In Iran, when you have mobile, they send you a bill. At every end of the month, they send you a bill. And after 1 month, my mom called. She said she got her ticket to come to India, to Bangalore. And I told her, I'm so happy I come to Bangalore and, bring you to Puttaparthi. And she said, by the way, I received the bill. There is no trace of our call, that 45 minutes call in that phone. Nothing is going on. My life there is magical. You won't believe it. Everything is Swami's Leela, for every incident, for every connection I have. It just, he's involved in everything in my life. Anyway, my mom came here. Swami didn't want to make my mom as like a devotee, but he wanted to, as a God, he's God, my mom prayed to him. He wanted to give her peace of mind of my life in India. When she saw my life in India, she was so happy. I am happy, I have friends, I do seva, and all these things. I'm peaceful, comfortable. And after she went back, she never asked me how you are doing in Puttaparthi. How is your life? That peace of mind, Swami gave her. And I remember she told me, and of course she had Swami's darshan, but 2 times she was in the street in the afternoon. Swami was coming in the car, and my mom was this close to Swami, and she was so excited, and she said, oh, Baba, Baba, Baba. She was so excited. And Baba blessed her and smiled at her. My mom, she was a very good mother. God bless her soul. She raised 4 of us without the father, because I told you I lost my father when I was 12. The oldest one was 14 years old, and my mother was 28 years old when my father committed suicide. My father was 38 years old. Anyway, that story is, chapter is gone. There is no sadness. We are not here to talk about the sadness. But another chapter, my mom always had a struggling of sharing me with Swami. She thought I belong to her. Why Nooshin loves Swami so much? She should only loves me. this was like everybody who's not Sai devotees around us, they feel the same way. And in 2015, she had a stroke and paralyzed. And Swami already told me not to go to Iran. And I don't know what to do. It's so dangerous for me to go to Iran. I couldn't go. But my brother and sister were coming, going, and they hired the 2 nurses, 24 hours with her. I had another brother in Iran, but I couldn't go. And I didn't have laptop that time to Skype with her. She had a tablet. She was more advanced than me. I didn't want to have laptop. I didn't want to have a smartphone. But everybody pushed me. I have to have it. But that time I didn't have. My sister called from Los Angeles. She said, Nooshin, our mom is not well. You better go and find some computer and Skype with her and talk to her, see her. She may not even recognize you because she's not well. She cannot talk well. And I remember it was Christmas Day 2015. I went to my friend's house and I Skyped my mom. Of course, 3 years I hadn't seen her. After I saw her like that, and it was heartbreaking for me. I thought my mom wouldn't recognize me. Not only she recognized me, she said 2 sentences. She said, I hope Sai Baba would always take care of you. Finally, she gave me to Baba. She surrendered to Baba and giving me to Baba. And then last thing she said, pray to Baba for me. Exactly 1 week after, 1st of January, my sister called and she said our mother left her body. She was waiting only to see me. She wanted to see me and passing these messages to me because I would be devastated not to know what my mother's last wishes would be. After I heard what she talked about Swami and all these things, I had some comfort, you know. And this was 1st of January at 10 o'clock at night. I heard this news. In the morning, I have satsang with 70 Russians in the ashram. I promised them I would go and talk to them. I had no phone call to cancel this meeting, satsang, and I said, I don't know what to do, Swami. You know I'm not crying or anything because it was good she left the body because she suffered a lot, you know, bed bruise and all these things. It was good for her she left the body. And I said, I don't know what to do, Swami. Swami, my heart said, you always say Swami comes first in your life. If I am coming first, then go tomorrow, give your talk, and don't think about anything. I would help. Tomorrow I went, I didn't mention anything about my mother. 2 hours, one of the best talk ever about unity. I gave it to them. And then question and answer. After all the question and answer finished, then I told them I have one request. They said, everything, Nooshin, tell me. I had, of course, the translator. I said, I lost my mother last night. Everybody is starting to cry. I said, I didn't say this for you to cry. Don't cry, please. Only I want you to pray for my mother, you know, because she wanted me to pray for her. And I think if that day I didn't go to that meeting, my mom would never get a chance. 70 people at the same time in the Sai Baba's ashram praying for her soul. Everything is connected. It's enough only we listen to Swami. We follow him. We give our heart to Swami. He would take care of everything. We don't need to be worried about anything. He even, how long time do I have? I don't want to, 10 minutes? Okay. Also, one of the incidents happened which was very important in my life was in 6 months before Swami left the body, It was Chinese New Year, and 2008, Chinese New Year, 2011, 8th of February was Chinese New Year. That day, early morning, Swami came to my dream. Swami told me, you had a stroke, but don't worry, Swami would help. You have a stroke, I'm not sure. You have stroke. I was not worried about this. Only thing I thought, Swami, how long I'm going to live? He said, long. And I said, oh my God. Why Swami think living long is good? I don't want to live that long. I never wanted to live long. In all my dreams, I asked Swami to take me with him. When he leaves his body, I should go with him. That was the only wish I had. I never wanted to stay back after Swami left, leaving the body. Swami, after Swami said that, I said, Swami, would you please take me with you when you go? 2.5 months after Swami left the body, I'm telling him to take me with you. Of course, he didn't give me an answer. He would never tell us when we go. And he just looked at me very deep. I said, I didn't get an answer. Then I said, Swami, I will pray so much, you may change your mind, you take me with you. I was insisting to go with Swami. And Swami didn't give me an answer. He gave me Padnamaskar. I woke up, I go to the canteen. I see everybody's crying. No, I'm sorry, not that day. I do the canteen, waiting to go in the afternoon for the Chinese New Year. I went in the afternoon, and Swami is not coming that day. It doesn't happen. Swami, every function, even if he's sick, he comes, you know. But that day he didn't come. All these Buddhists, they were waiting to chant the Buddhist chanting, and the beautiful costumes, they were prepared really. They were so disappointed Swami didn't come. And I was thinking, okay, he will come tomorrow, no problem. Maybe some people came visit him or something like that. I never wanted to feel like a negative if something happened to Swami. Tomorrow I go, Swami comes with a car, not with wheelchair anymore. The car comes, go to veranda, they open the door, and instead of Swami doesn't come out, but they did arati in front of Swami. While Swami is sitting in the car, they close the door, Swami is going to his residence. I am sitting in the 3rd row where he's going to his residence. I saw Swami's left side completely paralyzed. That was the time I understood my dream when Swami said, you had a stroke, don't worry, Swami helped. He took my stroke. The whole left side. I started to cry. Crying, at the same time angry of Swami. Swami, you cannot do this to me. I would never ask you to take anything like this from me. I'd rather to have a stroke. What is important, my face be paralyzed. Your face should be beautiful. Thousands of people to come and see you. You should look good, you know. Anyway, him as a God, he does his own things. Out of his compassion and love for his devotee, he does everything. For 1 week, 8-9 days, I was Swami. No Chinese New Year that year. No Chinese New Year, no function. The Chinese went back very, heartbroken, and I was crying every time looking at Swami, feeling guilty. I am responsible for his face. Then after sometimes I said, Swami, I'm not even enjoying your darshan anymore because I'm only crying and feeling guilty. I have to do something for you. And then something in my heart told me, go home for 40 days and have silence fasting. I thought I want to do something for Swami. Silence fasting for 40 days, no darshan, no seva. Stay home only. I told canteen, this is what happened. They said, no problem, go do your sadhana. This is your sadhana you have to do, go home. I went, I started to only, no phone, no TV, no bhajans, nothing. Only praying, silence, and sometimes Bhagavad Gita, few pages of Bhagavad Gita. That's it. That's why after 2 weeks of fasting, silence fasting, I felt this Satchit Ananta in my heart. I felt I got connected with Swami in my heart. He was 5 minutes away from me, from my home, but I had no desire to go see his form. I was so well, I was so connected with Swami. I was so happy only to have him in my heart. Only after 18 days fasting. Anyway, as the plan was, I had to fast for 40 days. 40 days today finished. In the morning, I took a shower. Oh, before I take a shower, Swami came to my dream. That 40 days, Swami never came to my dream. And that was strange, because he always comes to my dream. That 40 days, because he said no darshan. He himself said no darshan. Then dream is a darshan also. No darshan, he didn't come to my dream. 40 days finish. Tomorrow, he came to my dream. He called me. He blessed me for all my praying. He accepted. I was happy. I came to canteen. I saw everybody crying. What happened? Why is everybody so sad? They said, oh, Nooshin, you were not here. You don't know what happened. Swami was not well. He was sick. They took him to the hospital yesterday. I said, okay, he will come back. You know, no problem. He will come back. Nobody thought Swami would never come back in his form anymore. Everybody thought he's going to come back. We had 2-3 Akhanda Bhajan, 24 hours practicing to sing Akhanda Bhajan in that 27 or 28 days Swami was in a hospital. Constantly praying, praying, praying. Of course, those praying was good for the world, because the Swami's plan was something else. It was not for his body. It was for the whole world, all those praying. One night, I was crying so much. I said, Swami, I went through so much in my life, so much suffering. You came to take my suffering. Now, because of you, I have to go through this suffering. Why you do this to me? He came to my dream. Me and another young lady, he took under the ground. He said, this is gold mine. And he said, this is gold mine? And he told me, listen, gold doesn't become gold until you hammer it so hard. Like what he said. Then he said, we are going to have nice dinner. I did Padnamaskar. We were climbing up, going up. Swami stayed there. I was telling this lady had no role to play. Only her role was I would say something in a dream. When I wake up, I would remember. I told her, you know, Swami revealed this secret to us. That's why he put us through this suffering, because he wants to make a gold out of us. I was telling her. But that dinner to me, what Swami said, is like a last supper Jesus had with his disciple. This is what because, you know, dream is, Swami create the dreams, what he has to say and what we have to think. It's all is in his hand. What I understand in a dream, also in his hand. Anyway, I love Jesus so much. I had few dreams of Jesus before. He also sent his angels to me, and I'm so connected with him. That's why Swami, I think I was one of his disciples in his time. That's why Swami said, we're going to have nice dinner, like a last supper Jesus had with his disciple. Then, of course, Swami left his body, and I never saw Swami. 40 days I was in silence, and 28 days Swami in a hospital. I never saw Swami's body again. But the day, because I wanted so much to live with Swami, Swami fulfilled little bit of my wishes. When they brought Swami's body from the hospital in the ambulance, I fainted. I passed out. When I came to consciousness, everybody put vibhuti on me and the water, I was wet everywhere, and I came to consciousness. But Swami fulfilled my wishes. I wanted to go with him. For a few minutes, I went with Swami. Even. When I passed, the first time I passed the glass cascade, Swami's body was there. I was thinking, looking at Swami so closely, I was thinking, I don't feel so much connection with the body anymore. Then I understood my connection has been always with Atma, in that body. Now Atma is not in that body. I don't feel connection with the corp, with the body. When we leave our body, we are corp, even the body of the avatar. That's why our connection now and forever is Atma to Atma, heart to heart, nothing else. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I only pray to Swami for blessing for all brothers and sisters here. I wish one day I come for inauguration of your own Samithi. Even if I don't talk, I just be present and feel the joy with you guys and be with you. Thank you so much.
That love that she has for Swami, in spite of the difficulties that she has gone through, I think one connection that she wanted to always, I think she established the connection with Swami, internally, eternally. So the Veda also declares that na karmana na prajaya dhanena tyage neke amrutatva manasuhu. Not because of the work or the progeny or the wealth, the immortality can be achieved. Only by sacrifice. Only by sacrifice you can achieve that immortality, the lotus feet of Bhagawan. Thank you so much for joining us. I think when I told her I'll give only 1 hour, 1 hour, what I'll do with 1 hour? Give me 2 days. We will look forward to receiving you again and again. Thank you so much.